One Sport is the ultimate solution to your coaching challenges.
Alright, welcome back, football muses. Buckle up. Today's discussion and episode will blow off your tactical socks and better still your mind. Picture this: you are a coach chasing dreams on a shoestring budget, or a scout who's navigating the fast lane of pro recruitment. Either way, One Sport has just handed you the secret weapon. We are talking TV grade 3D graphics, AI that tracks player movement, they call it AutoCam, with freakish precision and tools that won't burn a hole in your wallet. Stick with me. I'm honored to be joined by Filip Starej, head of marketing at One Sport Football, bringing his revolutionary tech to coaches, clubs, and global creators. So let's jump in. So, Philip, why One Sport, and can you walk us through your career journey till you got to One?
Yes, of course. Hey, for just to start, hey, hello to everyone. I am happy to be a part of the podcast. When Kevin reached out to me, I checked out the episodes and said, "Okay, this is really interesting." So I'm thrilled to be here to talk about One Sport and also about our software, about our partners, about our network, about how we influence sports with our technology. Uh, I'm the head of marketing at One Sport. It's a sports software company from Croatia, Europe. The home of the triple World Cup medalist soccer team.
Yeah.
So yeah, I joined once. It's already been almost 5 years. I joined it in 2020 in the fall. So it was like during the COVID era when I joined. I was a few years younger then than I am now,
Yeah.
but I already had a few years of experience. I used to work in mostly marketing, project management, stuff like this in IT companies in Croatia, like for an event management software for the media, stuff like this. And then I saw the ad from One Sport. They were looking for a person in marketing, and I wasn't much of a athlete growing up. Wasn't very successful in sports,
Yeah.
but was always really interested, in sports, in soccer especially, and I always followed everything and thought a lot about it. And when I saw, okay, this is a position in which I can combine my knowledge and love for marketing with the lifelong interest in soccer, it was okay. I have to apply,
Yeah.
and luckily it turned out okay. I joined once. At this point, once was much smaller than it is now. It was just a few of us. Um, but yeah, years have passed. We have managed to uh, upgrade our products, create some new ones, spread out our network of clubs and partners, and uh, it's been a nice journey. When this is a nice opportunity also for me to look back. So yeah.
That's quite an incredible journey of how you got to One Sport. But how does your marketing and football align? Because I think marketing can be general. I don't think you get taught about how to market football, uh, or the software that you're working on right now. I don't think that's something. How did you kind of get the balance?
Yeah, you're right. There are not a lot of books or
Yeah,
stuff that say,
yeah,
okay, this is how you market a sports software.
yes.
So so, but yeah, as you said, marketing. Like when you go to the university,
Hmm.
you more or less learn like the more general things. Then you start to work, and okay, I was first working. I did some internships. First, in fact, were some like journalist style
Hmm.
internships for me, and then I switched to marketing and public relations. Then I switched to uh, agency, uh, marketing agency, where I created ads and stuff like this for various clients. Then I moved to a different agency, but to do marketing for an event management software. And from all of this, you can see I worked in like various different areas with various different clients. So when I came to one sport, uh, it was a big change for me because I never worked in sports. But there are some things that are common to marketing. Let's say it's generally as that in all fields, and then it's a matter of how you apply these things to the area that you're working with. For us at One Sport, our main priority is to have the coaches and the assistant coaches, the analysts, people like this, to have them happy. And they are happy if they have a software that works easy, that's simple to use, that makes their life easier, that helps them achieve better results while also saving time with their work. And this is the mindset that you have when you work, for example, in one sport. You just think about the need of the people that you are trying to present your product to. So it's not good to say our software is the best.
Yeah,
That doesn't mean anything to a person, but if you say, if you feel that this audience has a certain need, and for
hmm,
example they have a need to analyze their match,
yeah,
but they don't have a lot of time to do it,
hmm,
the idea is to present your product, our software, one sport analyzer in this case,
hmm.
to the audience as something that will save their time and help them achieve the best results possible with their team. So this
That,
is this is how you always try to adapt to the audience.
mm, yeah. So when did once realize, like, when did once have that light bulb moment and go like, we are not just making a product, we are changing the game? What was that instance that made you go like, we have to go massive with this product?
Yeah. So uh, the for us, I'd say it wasn't just one point. It
Hmm.
was multiple situations, and
Uh,
so the story of Once was, it was founded. The One Sport was founded in 2011,
yeah.
with the idea of creating a different product than the ones that we have now. So the
Oh,
idea was to have like more of a statistical analysis kind of thing, but it was meant to be used by like the top level of sports. Uh, few years later, few years down the line, the people involved in the project noticed that, okay, it's not that easy to get, I don't know, Real Madrid
Yeah.
to use your product.
Yeah.
And if you are only creating a product for, let's say, the rich,
Mm-hmm.
you can only sell to the rich.
Yeah, you're
But
limiting yourself.
yes, but if you create a product that can be used by almost everyone,
Yeah.
then you are in the position to, of course, grow stronger, but
Yeah.
also you are making a change in the market. And then the CEO, Dalibor, he started to move the project, the company One Sport in a different direction. Then created One Sport Analyzer,
Mm.
and then then they hired me, and then from then we started to grow. So like as I said, One Sport Analyzer, when we started to be a part of the market, video analysis was something that only not it wouldn't be true to say like only the rich ones did it, but
Yeah.
only professional clubs did it. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are a second division club or a youth academy, you didn't really do video analysis because you didn't have the time and the resources.
Yeah.
And then we said, okay, we need to make this product approachable to everyone. And I mean, our subscription levels for One Sport Analyzer depend on the level of functionalities you want,
Mm-hmm.
and it's between $10 and $70 per month. So
Uh,
for $10 per month, you can do video analysis. This is something that wasn't available a few years ago.
yeah.
So the idea was to have not just the professionals, but like the amateurs, the
Mm.
semi-professionals, the coaches in youth academies, the coaches in women's sports, the coaches in countries that are not, let's say, in the Western world,
Yeah.
uh, to have them also have the opportunity to uh, grow their skills, to uh, in the end achieve better results, not only in the sense of winning more, of course, that is the point, but in the
Mm-hmm.
sense of having a tool that helps you approach your players, explain your ideas to them with the help of analysis and the
Yeah.
illustration and stuff like this. So this was one huge moment. Then few years down the line, we noticed that a lot of times we have somebody interested in the analyzer, but they say, okay, but I find it really hard to record matches because like 2 3 years ago, let's say, your options for recording matches were a to have a person that is there with a camera and records the whole match. This is not always possible,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
if you have this person and you have to pay them, you have to pay a cameraman for 2 or 3 hours of work.
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
Mm.
Uh, the other option is to have somebody from the club do it, but they already have some other stuff that they need to do. So again,
Mm-hmm.
it's a complication.
Yeah.
And the third option is like automated sports recording software,
Mm-hmm.
which, except for One Sport AutoCam, is, let's be honest, it's expensive.
Yes.
And I mean, if you check the prices of our competitors, of Veo or Huddle or Speedeo or Pixelot,
Mm-hmm.
it's a hefty price. They offer a quality product, but not everyone can afford it.
Yeah.
And then we thought, okay, if we want people to be able to do analysis, they need to be able to record the match, and not everyone is able to record the match.
Yeah.
So we started to think, okay, how can we make a software that works with various cameras
Mm.
to make automated sports recording. So because in like Veo, you know Veo
Yeah.
or Huddle or Speedeo, you know them,
Mm-hmm.
and you know how they always have their own camera,
Yeah. Yeah.
branded, everything looks nice. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
yeah. This costs money.
Yeah.
And with One Sport Autocam, we managed to find a few cameras that we are not affiliated with.
Uh-huh.
Those are like security cameras, in fact,
Yeah.
that are able to do a panorama shot of the whole field,
Uh,
and
nice.
then use our software to create TV broadcast like footage. So
Mm,
the end result is the same as Veo or Pixelot or Huddle, but the cost is much lower because if you use One Sport Autocam, you just need to buy. You, let's say the camera is $200
yes.
and it's not $1,000 as with
Yeah.
competitors.
Yes.
So this was the second point where we said, okay, this needs to be, everyone should be able to do this, because also like with One Sport Autocam, it opens up major opportunities for the clubs that start using it that they
Yeah.
didn't have before, because now you can record all of your matches, you can analyze them, you can
Mm-hmm.
follow the growth of your players through time, but you can also stream your matches, so you can have people watching you that didn't watch you before.
Yes.
You can use this as a marketing
Cool.
like a source of income.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a sponsor for your stream for
Yeah.
your match as a club. So these are all things that weren't achievable before,
Mm-hmm.
and we decided, okay, we don't want to take a huge profit margin.
Yeah.
We want to grow organically, and we want to grow mainly in the sense of having users that are happy to say to anyone,
Mm-hmm.
I like One Sport products, they help me.
Yeah.
So this is our focus.
Yeah. And that's an incredible breakdown. I used to wonder what led to the birth of Autocom, but then I think you've given a better description of how all this came about. With your communication science background, how do you balance pitching one sport to, let's say, Premier League scouts to a grassroots coach in Europe? How do you balance this? How do you find the middle ground to pitch this to a higher level
Yes,
person and the
it's a,
grassroots people?
it's a great question, and it's one of the let's say one of the hardest parts,
Yeah.
because you know how people are. Uh,
Yes.
if if you are a person that is working in an elite club, or a high level of soccer or basketball or hockey or anything,
Yeah.
you maybe don't want to use the same product that is used by the guy that is working in the fifth division.
Yes.
Maybe you don't want to hear how affordable it is.
Yeah.
Maybe you are thinking about some other things, okay, especially quality and stuff like this. But also there is a matter of prestige here.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
Yes.
Like, the other way around is easy. If you are an
Mm-hmm.
amateur coach and you see, this product is used by, for example, One Sport is used in the English Championship, in the French league,
Mm-hmm.
in the like second, third, fourth division, in Germany, in Croatian Football Federation, in regional federations of France football,
Yeah.
in like a lot of places, also famous clubs such as Bordeaux, Paris FC. They are using once. So if you are an amateur coach and you hear all of this, then you say, okay, great. The only, I'd love to use it. The only question is if I can afford it, and
Yeah.
with funds you usually can.
Mm-hmm.
But the other way around is a bit tricky, because why would I, if I am a let's say, to make it quite simple, like a famous coach,
Yeah.
why would I like to use the same product as an amateur?
Yeah.
So that's why we decided to have a few versions of the software. So each of our products, so we have one sport analyzer, one sport telestrator. It's like the
Yeah.
analyzer, but just for drawing, so just
Yeah.
for illustration,
Mm-hmm.
without the tagging and stuff like this. We have one sport AutoCam, which I talked about, the
Yeah.
automated sport recording solution, and we have one sport coach board. It's it's a tactical board, tactical analysis kind of solution, you know.
Yeah.
And each of these products, we have a few versions of the product, a few, let's say, levels, subscription
Mm-hmm.
levels. Uh, so there's something that can be used by various level of the sport. So let's say we have one sport analyzer basic, and one sport illustrator basic, and one sport coach board basic, which are more approachable in the price
Yeah.
and offer like the basic, the important functionalities that everyone needs
Mm-hmm.
for a good price.
Yeah.
And then on the other hand, we have the pro and the elite versions of the products,
Yeah.
which cost which are costlier, of course,
Yeah.
but offer like a fuller set of functionalities with everything that a professional coach or analyst needs.
Yeah.
So this is how we make this distinction.
Mm-hmm.
uh, and for at this point we can say that it really works, because we really do have users from all levels. Like we have users in Champions League teams,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, like last year on the European Championship, we had a team using our software. Uh, Unfortunately, I can't say which,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
but they did good.
Yeah.
They were not the winners, but they did good.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Uh, so we have on this level users, and on the other hand, we have a lot of users in, uh, let's say, South America, or Africa, or Asia,
Mm-hmm.
or lower divisions in Europe, youth academies from smaller cities. Uh, we even have some parents who have like kids that go to soccer, and then the parents use our software to, let's say,
To check their
analyze the kid.
development.
Yeah. Also, sometimes parents make, the highlight videos of their
Oh
kids
yeah.
with our software,
Yeah.
so to make them go to, the better club, the better college, stuff like
Yes.
this.
Yes.
So yeah,
That
it's on all levels.
I appreciate that you took into consideration that it might be a challenge to get to the top teams because they will think, oh well, this is for the lower levels, and you package the software in a sense of you can get this at the elite level, and if you're at the lower level, we still have something for you. I think that's made your marketing easier to go through the gears and tell someone this is for the elite, this is for the other side. That's a very, very great move, I'd say, in marketing.
Mm.
So, 5 years
Yeah,
from now, uh, do you think we'll still be breaking down clips manually, or will AI just tell us who needs to be benched by halftime, or how far does one or once want to push this frontier?
okay. I will I will reply to this, but I just want to
Yeah,
return to
you
the
had
previous
a
question.
final thought. Yeah.
Yeah, like also regarding the presentation of our products to various levels.
Mm-hmm.
If you check our social media or our newsletter or our blog, you can
Yeah.
see, like, for example, last week we posted content about Lodigiani. It's a club
Mm-hmm.
in Italy. They are our
Yeah.
partners.
Okay.
So now they started to use all of our products:
Mm-hmm.
One Sport AutoCam, One Sport Coach Board, and One Sport Analyzer. And they don't have an ambition, to win the Serie A.
Yes.
They want to remain a club with a positive, outlook, and
Mm-hmm.
famous for creating players for the teams in the top level.
Yeah.
And this is a great example of a team that can use our products, because
Yes.
sometimes in the past the club from the fifth division couldn't afford to use these products.
Mm-hmm.
Now they
Yeah.
can, and they help football grow. On
Yeah.
the other hand, like 2-3 weeks ago, we posted about a cooperation with Estoril. It's a club
Mm-hmm.
in the Portuguese first division.
Yes.
Portuguese league is quite
Mm-hmm.
strong. They're in the first
Yes.
division. They're somewhere in the middle of the table. They have the funds.
Mm-hmm.
They can choose. They don't have to use one sport, but they
Yeah.
like it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Also, like the Croatian Football Federation is using one sport analyzer in the coaching certifications for, like, UEFA Pro license, UEFA
Mm-hmm.
A, UEFA B. So if you finish UEFA B, you can do youth coaching stuff like this. But if you
Yeah.
finish UEFA Pro, you can lead clubs in the Champions League, in
Yeah.
the top divisions.
Yeah.
So they use our software to help the upcoming coaches become better. Uh,
Yeah.
Even in the UEFA Pro level, like last year, we had on the UEFA Pro courses people like Vedran Čorluka and Niko Krančar. I don't know if you
Mm-hmm.
remember
Oh,
them.
Nico. Yeah. I
Yeah, the
know Nico.
amazing.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so they are people on a high level.
Yes.
They have a
Yes.
huge playing career, and probably will be also good coaches. Uh, if nothing, they can use their knowledge and the connections from their career to grow
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
coaches.
Yeah.
And for example, these people like this, during their courses at the Croatian Football Federation, used our software. So
Yeah.
it's really for everyone, from the top level to the bottom of the pyramid. So
Yeah.
uh, and regarding explaining that to people, you just need to be consistent in your messaging, to post
Yeah.
sometimes about the top level, sometimes about the amateur or semi-professional. And in this way, people from various levels of the sports pyramid can see uh, that there is something useful for them in this one sport ecosystem.
Yeah. Yeah. So is Ons thinking of going fully AI, or will the coaches be breaking down manually how they do it, and maybe the one spot analyzer tells them he needs to be benched?
Yeah, he's not trying hard enough. He never listens. You
Yeah.
always tell him to open up on the wing, and he never does.
Yes, he's not hugging the touchline.
uh, but you know what? I we do use already AI in some sense in our software,
Uh-huh.
but in a different way than you are thinking. So, for
Uh,
example, with one sport analyzer and one sport illustrator, when
mhm.
you know that you have, like, the tracking features,
Yeah.
which enable you to track a player with a visual element
Uh,
while he goes through the pitch.
yeah.
So with our software, it works like, okay, you just select which drawing element you want to use, let's say
Mm-hmm.
a spotlight or a circle or something like this.
Mm-hmm.
Click on the player or
Yeah.
players and click start tracking. And
Mm-hmm.
visual elements will follow the players around the pitch, So with our software, it is not done manually. Like, for
Mm-hmm.
example, some of our competitors, they have both a manual and an automatical
Uh,
feature.
okay.
And only like in the most expensive level,
Mm.
they allow you to do the automatic tracking.
Fully automated.
Yes.
Ah,
And for example, we in all of our levels, we offer automated tracking. So no need to you click, click, click for every frame, you
yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So you can track in all of our analyzer levels,
Okay.
Also in the OneSport AutoCam,
Mm-hmm.
you know how like these cameras
Yes.
they just make a footage of the whole pitch, and in the end you have footage that follows the action on the field.
Yes.
Also, it's done with, let's call it AI. It's like neural networks and stuff like this.
Yes.
So we already use it. It's
Okay.
here. It's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
But regarding what you are asking,
Yes.
okay, let's say the next step is, and
Uh,
already some companies offer it, but for a
mm-hmm.
really high price.
Mm-hmm.
You can have like the highlights of the match generated with AI.
Yeah.
So after the match, you just get a highlights reel of a few minutes with the goals, the corner kicks, the free kicks, with the best
Yes.
action. But
Mm-hmm.
for now, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
We are currently working on this for the OneSport AutoCam solution
Yes.
to be able to just automatically extract the highlights from the video and to use it to show to the players or to post it on social media after the match or whatever you want.
Mm.
This is the next step. This can be done. For now, some say it's expensive. I think we can bring this cost down
Yeah.
without losing the quality.
Yes.
And with or without us, this is going to happen in the next few years. Uh, and then we are going to come to the phase where we are going to talk about things that you mentioned.
Yes.
AI giving you a suggestion during live analysis of the match.
Yeah.
The number nine is completely inefficient. He is
Yes.
always in the same position. He is not putting himself behind the back of the defender.
Yes. He's not
Take him out.
holding up a play in the best way possible.
Yes. But
Yeah.
but for me, the question is, okay, if we are talking about soccer, but we can also talk about basketball or hockey or any other team sports.
Yeah.
But in soccer, for example,
Mm-hmm.
there's 11 people on the pitch on one side, 11 on the other side.
Yes.
Few on the bench of this club, few on the bench of the other club. Coach, assistant coach, maybe second assistant coach, maybe video analyst, the same on the other side. This is like a lot of personalities and a lot of people, humans, interacting with each other. And
Yes.
each time this interaction happens during a match,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be a bit different.
Yes.
And I am not completely sure. I think that we are going to go to the phase where we can get suggestions from AI
Mm.
of taking out the number nine, and or something like this, or switching
Yes.
from 4-3-3 to 3-5-2 or
Yeah.
stuff like this.
Yes.
But I think that it's still going to be, or it still should be, a
Mm-hmm.
decision of
The
the
coach.
responsible person, of the coach,
Yeah.
to say maybe this is a good suggestion, but maybe it's not, because I know these guys. I spend the
Mm-hmm.
whole week with them, all of the trainings. I have breakfast with them. I have dinner with them.
Yeah.
I know them, and maybe I shouldn't follow just the let's say statistical point of view that the AI could provide,
Yeah.
but maybe I should follow my hunch if I feel that something is right, because I know
Yeah.
these people and I see everything. Uh, so this doesn't mean that AI will not be useful. It will be, but I think that for many more years, the decision will, or at least should be, on the coach, because if we lose this, in a sense, we are changing, the whole
You're
sport.
becoming more robotic.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then if you go a step further, do the fans want it? Will the
Yeah.
fans enjoy, if something is based on, like, a bunch of AI suggestions? Maybe it can become a bit predictable. And is it going to be fun to follow soccer if you just follow a bunch of inputs that are made on a generalized huge data set from before?
Football is about living in that moment. It's not about what's generated, it's what's on the pitch. So I think AI can, uh, this level of using AI can stay on the side and leave the game to us to
Yes,
just enjoy it as it is.
yes. I
So,
mean, it's a beautiful game.
yes, yes. Is one sport the same video sport analyzer that I see people like uh, Jamie Carragher and Thierry Henry using on their show?
uh, it's it's quite similar. It's
Uh,
not it's not the same thing,
okay.
because for, like, the TV broadcast, there is
Mm-hmm.
a different set of products available of our
Okay.
competitors,
Yeah.
and they require a lot of, like, computing power to generate the visuals in the style that they do. And
Mm-hmm.
this, for example, I know that one of the competitors, if you calculate in the price of the hardware and the software needed for a full year of broadcasting with them, is in, like, tens of thousands of dollars. And I mean, you get a beautiful result,
Yeah.
but it costs a lot.
Yeah.
So we, at this point, are not too interested in entering this market. But what is
Yeah.
happening to us now, uh, as our telestration became better and better, for the needs of the coaches,
Yeah.
we started to garner interest from TV stations. And now there are a few TV stations that use one sport in their broadcast. For
Okay.
example, okay, here in southeastern Europe, there is Arena Sport,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and they have, like, one of their regional, like the Arena Sport Slovenia, is using one sport in the broadcast. Also, we have, for example, a television in Brazil, a pretty major one, is using one sport in their broadcast. So some televisions are starting to use our software, and this makes us think, okay, maybe in the future we'd like to enter this area too. Uh, but that's a talk about the future.
Yeah.
But for now, what I can say, if you are a coach and not just a professional, if you are a amateur coach of your local under 15 team, you can definitely feel like Jamie Carragher, if you
Yes.
use one sport.
Yes.
uh, and maybe who knows, when you use it, if everything goes well, maybe you
Yeah.
manage to win more premierships than Jamie did.
Yes. So how do you get uh do you do ambassadorial roles for the people who use one sport on YouTube?
Yes, we do have some cooperations.
Uh-huh.
uh, so we try to, okay, we through time, we
Mhm.
gain some questions by content creators on YouTube, on Instagram, on X, on also on LinkedIn, Facebook, TikTok, even. But let's say mostly YouTube and Instagram and X. We've gotten questions. Okay, would you like to do a brand deal? And
Yeah.
in the beginning, we were really open to a lot of these situations.
Yeah.
But then we grew and we started to set some limits. So now we have some internal limits based on which we decide whether we want to cooperate with someone, because we want
Yeah.
somebody uh, who does quality content, who uh, is somebody that our brand can resonate with, and that
Yeah.
is nice for us to talk with them. So it's
Yes.
not bothersome to work with somebody. Uh, and also we are looking for somebody who is consistent with creating content, and of
Mhm.
course who has a audience of at least a few tens of thousands subscribers, or stuff like this, if we are
Yeah.
just looking at like ambassador deals.
Mhm.
And for example, we have some major ambassadors. Maybe some of the viewers or listeners of the podcast will know Football Made Simple.
Yeah.
He's pretty big on YouTube. He's like
Mhm.
600K. I
Yeah.
guess you know him, you know.
That's where I got the idea of one spot.
Yeah, I have to say, to Football Made Simple, that
Yeah.
he's obviously doing a good job. Uh,
Really good job.
yeah, and his
Really.
content is really interesting, and he's really fast. Like
Yes.
after
When a
the
match
match,
ends, he's on it.
like 1 2 hours after the
Yeah.
match, you will see, and
Yes.
and and he's great. I mean, his content
Yeah.
is great. Also,
Yeah.
we have like Dario Grabušić here in Croatia.
Uh-huh.
He has more like a similar number to he has more than 500,000
Mhm.
subscribers in his channels.
Okay.
He mainly posts like drills,
Mm-hmm.
uh, stuff like this. So
Mm-hmm.
he's also our ambassador, a pretty big one. Also, we created an ebook with him
Yeah.
recently. So if anybody is interested in looking to, it's like an ebook with a bunch of examples of training sessions by famous coaches. And like these are like ideas for you and your training sessions. And then if you buy the ebook, you can also like scan the QR code,
Yeah.
which leads you to watch the videos of these sessions. And also you can like import the XML file of the
Mm-hmm.
session to your one sport coach board,
Okay.
and then adjust the session to your needs and use it for.
Mm.
So it's nice.
Yeah.
uh, and also like we have a few of these pretty big ambassadors on YouTube. Also we have
Mm-hmm.
some clubs that we cooperate with on this basis. uh, I already mentioned before, like Lodigiani and Estoril.
Yes. Yeah.
Also I'd like to say that we have a lot of clubs in France now.
Mm-hmm.
uh, for example, Paris FC, so
Mm-hmm.
they're like the other club from Paris.
Yeah.
This year, like the richest guy in France bought this club,
Mm-hmm.
and they are probably going to enter the top division this year.
Oh, okay. And League
And
A?
huh?
Are they going to break into League A?
Yes. I think they are
Okay.
now second in the
Uh,
League Two.
okay.
So they are, for example, our ambassadors. Also Bordeaux,
Mm-hmm.
if you know this club,
Yes. Yes. I know about
of
the.
course. Yeah,
Yeah.
they are our ambassadors. They are a huge club. They
Yeah.
were relegated for like reasons beyond sports, but
Mm-hmm.
they're huge. Um, Also, we have like three partner clubs in the French third division that are currently now battling to enter also the higher division.
Mm-hmm.
So we are definitely open to like ambassadors or partnership kinds of deals, because from a marketing side we noticed that if people from some area see that somebody that is also in their own area is
Yes.
using one sport, then they feel more trust to one sport. And
Yes.
also I forgot to mention Plymouth Argyle in
Mm-hmm.
the English Championship. They are also our
Ah,
partners.
okay.
Uh, they managed to kick out Liverpool from
Yeah.
the. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's thanks to us. Uh,
Who knows?
who knows? Who knows? But
Yeah.
yes, so this is a good. Also, what has been a good, let's say, strategy for us is to participate in coaching courses. I already mentioned the ones with the Croatian Football
Yes.
Federation and like the regional federations in France. Also, there are like a lot of, let's say, privately owned companies that offer courses for coaches and analysts, and also universities that offer this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we sometimes do deals like in which during this course a representative of ours does like a class to the attendees, to the participants, and this has also proven to be a quite a good tactic for us to uh, offer our products to more and more people.
Yeah. So this podcast heavily reps Canada,
Uh-huh.
and with the World Cup coming here, is one sport thinking of tapping into the Canadian market for football?
Yes, definitely yes.
Okay.
We are not currently uh, like in Canada. Most of our users currently are in hockey,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I mean hockey is also a great sport.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
we'd love to be even more involved with the hockey scene, not just in Canada but everywhere,
Yeah.
because it's a great sport, and also there's a lot to analyze there.
Yes.
So we are looking to uh, be more in the market in Canada for hockey, but
Okay.
also for basketball, and of course
Mm-hmm.
also for soccer.
Yeah.
We do have a cooperation with one university in Canada.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Mount Royal University,
Okay.
uh, and their women's soccer team is using one sport.
Okay.
So we are looking to spread our products more in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and I think that we could be a good fit for many of these teams, because uh, there is a few sports that are more or less popular in Canada,
Yes.
and for all of them, video analysis is something you need, automated recording is something you need. Uh, Everybody wants to use a tool uh, that offers a great ratio of quality and price.
Yes.
And also, our tools are, uh, let's say, adapted to being used in academies, in systems like high schools, universities, to have like all of the sports teams from one place, from one university, in example, to use
Yes.
our software. Also, in these cases, when we have somebody that wants to buy like a lot more than a few licenses for our software, we usually offer like a club package, which is also more affordable, of course.
Yeah.
uh, and also we really try to be one thing that's not for me mentioned enough,
Mhm.
like not just for us but everywhere, is
Mhm.
user support, customer support.
Yeah.
And everything's good when something's working,
Yeah.
then you have no problems. But if something's not working, if you are unhappy, if you can't get something to set up, and then you have to go through like five chatbots to reach a normal, like a human being, to
Yes.
get an answer,
Yeah.
it's really annoying, especially
Yeah.
if you're paying for something.
Yes.
And for us, it's different. If you send us an email or a message on WhatsApp, you are going to get a reply from a person.
Yeah.
So this is also something that I think nobody is talking enough about,
Yeah.
the importance of the human touch in these kind of situations. Uh,
Yes.
if you are paying for a product and you need help, uh, for me, it's in a way our obligation to help you.
Yeah.
So for anybody watching, I know this seems like like just advertising, but really, it's something that's important to us. We didn't automate everything.
Yeah. I can attest to it that there is a human touch to when I got a reply from Antonio and he told me, I'll put you through to someone who's more capable of handling the podcast for you. And here we are. So I did not go through a chatbot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Antonio
Yeah.
is not
So,
the name of our chat, but
yeah.
uh, Antonio is a great guy.
Yeah.
Uh, so if you send an email to us, maybe you'll get a reply from Antonio, maybe from
Yeah.
Duarte, maybe from Moreno, maybe from Nino, maybe from Dalibor. There are few of us managing this, but
Yeah.
it's going to be a person.
Yes. Yes. I can say for me, my playing days are cannot be saved right now. I cannot say I can find a chance to go on the pitch. So I'm thinking of starting my UEFA licensing coach thing. I don't know if I have to start at UEFA C or UEFA B. So if I would like to use one sport, how does the onboarding work? What is the process like? Can you walk us through that?
Yeah, of course. So the process is this: if you are, let's say, interested in using one sport analyzer, for example, when you visit our website, you are going to see a button that says free trial.
Mm.
So you can download the software for 14 days for free. You're going to get like the best version of the software. So all of
Yeah.
the features will be included in this free trial.
Mhm.
We will not ask you for your credit card, uh, and like auto
I have to deduct.
yes, yes. So you're going to have 14 days of
Mm.
trial to try out all the features and see if this is something that fits you.
Yeah.
If you are interested, you can do like a video call with one of our customer support agents where they
Mhm.
can explain some tips and tricks to you.
Yeah.
There are a bunch of tutorials on our YouTube
Mhm.
that explain more or less everything that you do in the software. We
Yeah.
have help pages on our website, also with a lot of questions answered about the software. So there's like a lot of information that you can get
Mhm.
based on the stuff that you're interested in. And as I said, you can do a video call or you can do just send an email or a message to us with a concrete question and get your reply. So for anyone, just download the free trial, create your user profile on in the online dashboard,
Yeah.
and go from there. If you just want to buy, again, it's easy. Go to the website. There's a buy now button. You select the product that fits you the best,
Mhm.
and you can pay via credit card, via bank transfer, be via getting a quote from us. It's I think it's quite easy to get started with us.
Okay. So I think we'll be wrapping up and would like to just say I'm optimistic that I'll see one sport majorly and heavily being used during the World Cup next year because some countries will be using the software. So I wanted to start with a segment for my guests, and you'll be the pioneer for this. It's a rapid fire question section. So
Aha. You didn't notify me about this, you know.
it's just a tiny question. So who scares you more, a coach that doesn't use data or a coach who misuses the data?
A coach that misuses it.
Yeah. Okay. And hypothetically, Pep Guardiola or Ancelotti both start using once. Who do you think will break it fast?
Between two of them, I love Ancelotti. I love him, but you know Guardiola.
He's a
He's going
tactical
to
freak.
sign rules. He's a crazy guy, you know. So he's the one who's going to get it all figured out and probably send us an email, huge email with like, I'd like you to do this. Yeah.
Yes. So, and to finish off, I know with this, I know I'm putting you in a tight spot. Could you give us the best sport that uses one sport? Is it football, basketball, rugby, or hockey?
The best one, like for
Mhm.
me, the one I love the most, or
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I love football, soccer for you guys in North America.
Yeah.
It's my sport, the one I also played. You know,
Hmm.
I'm from Croatia. We are
Yes.
really good
Yes.
in this. So for me, you can use one sport for all of for all of the above, but for me, you know, football is more than a sport. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. So, man, can say this was a masterclass. Thank you so much. And for the education, uh, the stories that you've given us about how one sport is being used, even by the grassroots teams. Huge shout out to you, Philip, and to the entire One Sport team for not just building a tool, but building a movement. If you're a coach out there, an analyst, or just a Sunday league player with big dreams, give One's Sport a look. We are living in an age where tech is no longer a luxury, it's a weapon, and platforms like One's are handing that weapon to anyone brave enough to use it. So make use of this moment. Get your subscription on once. Make your game go to the next level. If you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button, leave a review, and send this to your team's group chat before your next match. Until next time, I'm Kelvin signing off. Stay sharp, stay curious, and always keep analyzing. Thank you, Philip.
Thank you.